All right, guys, good morning. This is lesson 9, drawing triangles part 1. Now, there are going to be parts in here where it's going to say use a protractor or measure. We're just going to do the best you can, and I encourage you to do the same as well. Use the virtual tools the best you can to play around with it also. You obviously all don't have a protractor at home with you. So 9.1 here, which one doesn't belong? We've done these quite a bit. You can kind of make a case for all of them. First one here, that's the only one where all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same out of all 4 of them. So you could say A. B, you could say that's the only one that's got an obtuse angle out of all 4 of them. Question C, this is the only one that's got 2 sides equal, not 3. Again, this one we could have said 3, they're all the same. This one, only 2 sides are equal. There's only one measurement given in that one. Could be another reason. This measurement isn't given, but we do know it. It's the only triangle that has a right angle, so you can make a case for D. So whichever one you pick, again, you gotta be able to back it up and say why. All right, question 2. This is on page 73. Again, it's gonna ask us to draw some triangles here with a certain measurement. Decide if you can draw the same thing or not. Again, I encourage you to go on for a few minutes and see if you can draw them using the digital version. I'm just going to kind of show you what I have. It says Jada wants one measurement that's 75. Andrea gives us 2 measurements. Lynn gives us 2 measurements and a side, and wants to know if that's the only way we can draw a triangle. So again, Jada has a 75-degree angle. So I'm just going to show you what I have here. Jada has at least one angle of 75. So here's an example with 2 of them being 75. And you can put whatever side lengths you want. You could measure them with a ruler. Again, it tells you to measure and label your angles. You don't have the tools to do that, so don't worry about it. Just use these examples. Okay. Andre has one that's 75, one that's 45. So there's an Andre problem. And Lynn's triangle, one angle of 75, one of 45, and a side of 5. Okay, so it wants to know if those are the only angles we could draw. Question 3, could you draw what you drew? Is it identical to what these are? Okay, so here's an example. Of the same type of triangle requirements. So you remember Jada's was 1 of 75. Well, here's another triangle that has one 75-degree angle. Andre's, I forgot now, Andre was 75 and 45. So here's another angle of Andre's triangle. Notice that is different as well. And Lynn's triangle. Lynn was a 75, a 45, and a 5 centimeters. And that triangle is different as well. So even with all that information, the triangles could all be made differently based on what we started with. So do you have to draw the exact same triangle from any of these informations? No, we just proved that you could draw at least 2, and there are more. Okay, question 3. Again, there's an interactive on the previous page, bottom page 72. It says draw as many triangles as you can. Different triangles, I should say. 2 angles measure 60. Okay. We're going to draw this one because if 2 angles are 60, the third one has to be 60 as well. Why? Because triangles have to add up to 180. 60 plus 60 is 120, plus 60 is 180. So if all the angles are equal, all the sides have to be as well. So if one side is 4, they all are 4. Even though it only told us 2 angles, the third one has to be 60. Even though it told us only one side, they all have to be the same. Okay, so how many different triangles can you draw that fit that? Well, you can't really draw any. You could rotate it, but it's the exact same triangle. Okay, exact same triangle. Okay, how about B? Two angles measure 90 degrees and one side is 40. Okay, so if I have a triangle that's 90 degrees and 90 degrees, what kind of triangle can I draw? Well, how about if I go this way, 90, 90. Why am I getting a triangle? Well, because triangles equal 180. 2 times 90 is already 180, and you don't even have the third angle. You don't even have the third angle. It's not even possible. So this one, you can't draw any triangles. The next one, one angle is 30, one is 90. Or sorry, one is 60, one is 90. So I could say this is 90, this is 60, this is 30. Okay, so let's say this side is 3, this side is 4 centimeters, this side is 5 centimeters. Okay, well, I could draw another one. Let's make it bigger. 90, 60 degrees, 30 degrees. If the 4 centimeters was across from the 30, this is going to be bigger than that, and I'm just going to estimate it. I'm going to say it's going to be around 6 centimeters. This one's going to be even bigger. I'm going to say that's going to be around 9 centimeters. Again, I'm not measuring these perfectly. These are just estimates. So here you could draw different triangles based on that information. Number 2, only the first set of measurements determine a unique triangle. Okay, the only way you can draw one triangle was our first example. And again, we showed that by drawing them. We only get one triangle here. This one you can't draw a triangle. Here are multiple triangles. All right, on the Are You Ready? Okay, for those of you that have access to anything, it says toothpicks there. I'm going to see if I can get this to not roll off. But I want you to use toothpicks to draw that same shape. That's not going to work there. I need to be flat. All right, so it says 9 toothpicks. Hope it fits on the screen. Okay, directions are, we have 3 equilateral triangles. Equilateral means all the angles, all the sides are the same. Figure out a way to only move 3 toothpicks, so I get 5 triangles. So you can only move 3 toothpicks to get 5 triangles. And right now I have 3 triangles. So pause the video, I want you to try it, not just look at the answers. Try it, see if you can get it. Alright, so hopefully that was long enough for you to try it. You had to pause it, otherwise you're just going to get the answer. Alright, so I'm going to move this toothpick here. This toothpick here, that's 2. And this is 3. Now you might say, that's only 4 equilateral triangles, but it also counts the big one on the outside. They're all the same angle and the same side length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the big one is 5. That's how you do that. Are you ready? On page 74. Okay, bottom of the page 74 gives you a good summary there. And as you're doing the homework, again, any of the problems that say use a protractor or draw, just do the best you can. This one, I'm hoping by looking at it, you can see what's possible, what is not, and so on based on the angles, all right? So your homework is page 75 and 76. Looks like 5 problems only, and that'll be all for today. All right, so do that homework. Make sure, again, you're getting the correct notes so you have reference for warm-ups and future quizzes. And we will talk to you soon. Stay safe, guys.